Hello everyone and welcome to Battlebots Super Tournament, where we're doing heats this tournament because I felt like it. So here are the 6 bots. Now here's how the heat will work. The first we have head-to-head matches where the 3 winners will be put into the heat semifinals, and then we'll pick 2 losers from each fight that did the best out of the 3 losers, and then have them fight each other. And then the winner of that fight will have one more. Will have the be in the final chance for the semifinal, final spot for the semifinal. After that we have the semifinals, and then winner automatically goes to the grand final. Then the runner-up has a chance to go into like a redemption round when all the heats are done, where 7 runner-ups and 1 third place in the heat decided by the selection committee will decide which third place did best enough to be a part of the redemption round. So let's start the tournament off with Aftershock and Nuts. Now, Aftershock is a very strong machine. It has a decent weapon. However, it is unstable, meaning if Aftershock goes too quick with the weapon, then it could essentially put itself in an upside down position. Nuts is a very unreliable robot with those weapons. However, if the wedge bots work correctly, it could be a devastating upset. Before we begin, let us start the rules. If the fight is over 1 minute long, it will go to a panel of judges. If either robot is behind the soldiers, which will be hazards, basically. If you are behind the soldiers for at most 5 seconds, you will be counted out and eliminated. Alright, with that said, here are the stats for this fight. As you can see, Aftershock is more destructive, but Nuts is more defensive. Let the bot battle begin. Aftershock going after Nuts to win his flail. Wait. I think Nuts has done some serious damage to Aftershock right there. And I think Nuts has won in this fight. Yeah, there's definitely no movement. Aftershock is basically destroyed. Nuts will go on to the second round. Well, that was certainly an unexpected fight, as Aftershock will have to vie for a redemption fight. Next up is Carbide and Behemoth. Now, Behemoth is a very strong flipper. It can probably flip about a bot that has 10,000 defense, which is kind of a lot. Not really, but in this competition, kind of. However, if it takes too many critical shots by Carbide, then it will be in a huge defense zone and will have to try and get itself to not die. And if anything can break Behemoth's weapon, Carbide is it. Carbide has one of the most powerful weapons. However, it can get easily flipped, which could put him in a bit of jeopardy. Before we begin, let's take a look at the stats. Of course, Behemoth has no damage because it has no real weapon. However, it also doesn't have the same defense as Carbide, so I wonder how it will fare. Let the battle begin. Carbide already doing some serious damage, and there goes the flipper. Oh my gosh, and there goes some more pieces of Behemoth. Carbide still doing damage. Behemoth flipping him, but Carbide flipping Behemoth over. Carbide lost its weapon, but it was moving for a second there. I think Carbide beat Behemoth right there, and that was an amazing shot. With that amazing fight over with, it's time for the final fight of this round, which is Razor and Eruption, which might happen to be some of the two biggest names in Robot Wars. Eruption, while being low to the ground, can get easily destroyed, which is something Razor should take advantage of. However, since it has poor ground clearance, it'll be very difficult for Razor to get a hold of Eruption. Let the battle begin for the final spot into the second final spot into the next round. And look at this, neither bot is doing anything. Razor trying to push Eruption into the soldiers so it can get counted out, but that ain't working. But Razor has taken out Eruption's flipper, but I don't think Razor's moving now thanks to the cavalry, the soldiers. And it looks like this fight might be it. Yep, Razor is definitely out of it. Well, but three bots have already given themselves a victory into the next round. Now, who will be the two to have one last chance to make it into the semifinals? Now, we've taken a look at everything the losers did to the winners, how much damage they did, how much added destruction did they do, and the verdict has been reached. The first bot that is going into the redemption fight is Behemoth. The final bot going into the redemption fight is Razor. Aftershock is eliminated from the competition, and we'll have to wait to see how well he does next season. But for now, it's now Behemoth versus Razor. Razor started his matchup in this competition going fairly weak. However, he proved that he does have a powerful drive, which might help him in a case to try and achieve a win against Behemoth. As for Behemoth, he got outclassed in almost every way possible against Carbide, as he took so much damage that Carbide actually flipped him. And while Behemoth did give a flip or two, it was clearly no match against a bot like Carbide. Clearly two very different styles going at it. Let's see who will take home the victory. Let the bot battle begin between these two very well-known bots in the competition. Uh-oh. Behemoth is under Razor. Now can he flip him is the question. He's trying. Oh. And Behemoth's finally done it. Congratulations, Behemoth. It took you long enough. And it seems like Razor is done. His chances of winning are very close to zero, as it seems that his wheels are gone. The soldiers have probably taken it out, and Behemoth will give himself the win. So here are the Heat semifinal lineups, and oh my god, these are the final four from Series 10. First, let's start off with Carbide and Eruption. While Carbide started this competition strong, it seems like people are afraid it's going to get stronger. Carbide showed a lot of destructive potential with his fight against Behemoth, even managing to flip him over. However, in the process, he actually accidentally lost his weapon. As for Eruption, it was a major pushing and shoving match, as Eruption couldn't really get under Razor all that much, even when he lost the front leg, and he lost his flipper almost instantly when the crusher hit the flipper. It only managed to win because the soldiers saved Eruption. Will it be able to save Eruption from Carbide? Let the battle begin. The Series 9 and Series 10 finale rematch, and Eruption didn't get the flip, and oh my god. Wow, what the, oh my god, Carbide. Jesus. Alright then. And with that, Eruption might not even get a redemption round. Might not even get into the redemption round, since it has to go into one more fight to see if it can make third place. And depending on who it will fight, it will be a very difficult task, but it's all weighing on Nuts and Behemoth. Nuts had one of the most difficult fights to ever have. However, he got really lucky and managed to give himself a win. And it didn't look like it took any damage, at least not from the main bot. The mini bots probably took some damage. But other than that, Nuts was fine. Behemoth, on the other hand, took a whole lot of damage, as it basically got demolished by Carbide in the opening fight. However, as uneventful as the fight was, Behemoth was able to give itself a win from Razor to give it a chance into the semifinals. While it was a very slow and awful flip, it was a flip nonetheless. And even got a Celebration Dynamite flip. With the battle begin, Behemoth trying to flip the Nuts 2 mini-bots, but it isn't doing anything. Behemoth has to get in front of the soldiers. Behemoth's flipper is down. Nuts is... hold on. Oh, wait. I think Nuts can get counted out here, since he ain't moving. Yep, Nuts is officially knocked out. Well, with that, we have 2 bots going into the finale. However, we have to do the battle for third place, so let's have Nuts and Eruption fight. Let the bot battle begin. The final bot battle before the final, but the Nuts 2 mini bots have... Eruption's going very slow right now. Nuts isn't even moving. What the hell is happening? Okay, well, alright. Well, we decided that Eruption won because Nuts was not even moving, basically. Nuts is definitely gonna need a redesign. So Eruption gets the third place and should pray that he is the best third place winner, because there's gonna be 6 other third place spots. You know who else should pray? Behemoth, because he's doing a rematch with Carbide. Behemoth and Carbide have armored themselves much more so they can both be prepared, because Carbide did get flipped a few times, and Behemoth doesn't want to get flipped again. So let's see who will win this heat final. Let the battle begin, and the heat final begin, for that matter. And Carbide is already doing damage. Some great damage, actually. Carbide has taken off this top armor. Behemoth looks like he's flipped again. This might be it for Behemoth. Carbide might win this heat final again. By a flip, no less. There goes Behemoth's wheel, and there goes the whole Behemoth. Carbide has won the heat final. So everyone, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next heat.